News 8 at 5 continues.
Now at 5 o'clock, it's about to get a little easier for people who are deaf to get their driver's license.
Indiana adding American Sign Language and 4 other languages to the official license tests. News 8's multicultural reporter Katira Winfrey has the details.
About a year ago, Easter Seals Crossroads, an agency that advocates for people who are deaf or hard of hearing, approached the BMV about adding American Sign Language. Population data showed just about how many Hoosiers use it, and so the BMV moved forward with that request. The freedom to drive allows you to literally go places if you can pass the driver's test. The Bureau of Motor Vehicles offers the test in 14 languages right now. American Sign Language, along with 4 others, are being added.
I think we often face challenges because our language is a visual language. It's not a written language. It's probably the only language that doesn't have a written form.
Jennifer Alka is a community support specialist with Easter Seals Crossroads, who happens to be deaf. The agency played a pivotal role getting ASL added. Representatives say the current resources in place just weren't enough. Someone who needed help would have to put in a request weeks in advance, and if they didn't pass, they'd have to start the process over.
I feel like I had a pretty good grasp of it because of my foundation in American Sign Language. And so when I took the test, I would read it in English, and then how would I interpret this? And I would have to interpret it in my head.
So this summer, Easter Seals put out a survey asking Indiana's deaf and hard of hearing community to chime in.
When we sent out the survey, the numbers were overwhelming. They justified our need to really pursue this project.
According to the 2020 census, Indiana's deaf population stood at about 58,000. The hard of hearing population, more than 400,000. There's often pushback when it comes to offering the test in varied languages, and Alka says it's important to point out that all people who are deaf don't read English. Although there are similar words, the translations don't match up exactly.
I think everybody needs to have equal access to communication. Nobody wants to feel excluded.
The computer-based test will be available starting Monday. Reporting in Indianapolis, Katira Winfrey, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
Katira, thank you. Hey, Katira mentioned that 5 total languages for the new test. The other 4 are Hindi, Croatian, Serbian, and Tagalog, a language spoken in the Philippines.
Well, the University of Indianapolis